Everybody, happy Friday. I wanted to do a quick video this evening. I really had a subject that was heavy on my heart, and I've been talking about this subject throughout all my videos. And it's really about being authentic and being yourself. But unfortunately, I attended this morning um, through a virtual platform, a service for a friend, the family of my family, who at a young age passed away because of a heart condition. And they played the song during the service from Elvis. I Did It My Way. And at that moment, I realized that I was going to be talking about that because I talk about it all the time as a coach, as a spiritual leader, um, as a friend, um, you know, uh, to a family member, to a coworker. Are you happy with where you are in your life? Are you doing what you're meant to do? Are you living your life your way? Are you living your life for someone else or the way someone else wants you to live it? It starts off when we're really young. I've talked about this. You come into this world with a blueprint, a map within you, and there's treasures all along this on this journey, like the video that I spoke about yesterday, which was about finding those hidden treasures. And we're on our path and our purpose to get to that place that we knew we were here to live. But along the way, there were things and conditions and circumstances that changed the way we felt about ourselves. Or we get into the ego where there's so much fear about what someone's going to think if it doesn't align with what they do, fear that they will reject us, fear that they won't want us. What did Jesus do? He was rejected by so many people, right? I mean, what happened at the end? You know the story. I know you do, no matter what religion or spiritual journey you follow. But he was here to set an example. It was really ironic. I kept hearing the pastor today talk about, Jesus and being the only path. I don't believe that he's the only path, but it's who I have worshiped and followed my whole life. I believe he came here and did walk this journey, and it wasn't an easy one. And he wasn't always liked, but he did it his way. He did it the way that God wanted him. He did it with integrity. He did it with respect for other people. What he was doing wasn't hurting anyone else, but people harmed him. And they do the same thing to you emotionally, physically, sometimes spiritually, sometimes sexually. What are you giving up? What part of yourself in order to be loved, in order to fit in order to be liked by someone who at the end won't matter. They'll be out of your life at some point. Because if you're not good enough for them and they're not good enough for themselves, they're going to try to find someone else and they're going to keep being on that search. And you're just another stop, in their on their journey. And don't be that person to anyone. Be, you know, kind and caring and compassionate and respectful to yourself and other people. Let them live their lives their way if they're not harming anyone else. I thank God that I had Jesus as my example to follow through life, that I was raised to learn about the life. I was not happy about the man made rules that I learned about. There are so many religions and so many people that talk about Jesus's ways, but they also throw in, fearing God and him punishing you. I don't believe that. And I'm going to share it. You don't have to believe what I believe. You don't have to follow my messages. You don't have to think the same way I think, but I'm asking you to open your mind, which is really your heart. Let your mind, your ego go to rest, divorce it. Like I said in my other video, open your heart, open your spirit, and you'll have that direct connection to God. And there are multiple ways to get to him, but only one way. Um, One place, I should say, that we're all going. Whether we realize that or not, all of those paths are going to lead back to the same place. One final destination that we're all going to be at. So don't stop living your life. I know we all deal with a lot of trauma, a lot of grief, a lot of emotional circumstances, and things that are out of our control that we don't like. But there are things you can control, and those things are what you choose to do with your life, who you're with, and how you share that. So I pray that you will live your life your way. So I did it my way. I am doing it my way now. It took me a long time to learn this, and I'm not about to live my life any longer, ever, um, in someone else's shadow or listening to what someone else tells me to do or having someone else in my ear. You feel like you're being pulled. So stop being pulled in to the drama and the things that other people want you to do. Stop being drawn into the fear and let the ego rest and tap into your spirit, and God will lead your way. I promise you. Um, I am proud of the way I was raised. I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of the person I've become, and what I've grown into. I guess how my spirit has evolved, and what I follow and what I practice, which is to respect everyone and have the highest integrity and to show people what love and compassion is. But starting with myself, unconditional love. And when you start there, then you'll have that to offer to other people. I wish you a blessed weekend. I hope it's wonderful. I'm sorry we had to cancel tonight's event here in Maryland. They're predicting snow, and we're supposed to have anywhere up to 6 inches. But as you all know, if you ever watch the forecast here in the United States, it's not always right. It's not always accurate. But I did have to cancel this event on you, which I rarely do. I always follow through on my commitments, but then I hope that I get to see you somewhere soon, either online. Reach out to me. I have private services that I offer through my virtual studio. We have the 12-week spirit program that I run. It's an emotional, spiritual, and physical balancing program. This is my 20-year anniversary of teaching it. I love it. I do it in groups. I do it individually. I also do spiritual channeling sessions. I'm a spiritual translator. And I also do grief healing for people that are going through any kind of emotional pain, whether that's the loss of a relationship because someone passed away, or because it's a loss of relationship while you're here, or loss of health, or some major change in your life. Maybe what seems like a small change to someone else, maybe a major change to you. Whether that's a separation, a divorce, a loss of a pet, all of those things are major things if they're happening to you. And I'll show you and help you how to get through them, because I have many, many tools. And I have books that I have written that have those tools in them, and also um, a video training program. So I would love to teach you more about that. Please sign up for our free newsletter. It's at the website www.getintothespirit.org or www.authorsharonprice.com. You can find out the upcoming events. I have a big event happening on Sunday, April 21st. That's 2024. I'm so excited about that event. You can attend virtually. It's a hybrid event. You can be here in person. It's a retreat center. You can spend the night. You have lots of options. But I hope that you'll consider joining us. And we're giving away an amazing program. The program that I've been running for 20 years will be given to the winner, and along with a lot of other very special items, services, gifts. This is all being done through our sponsorships and our sponsorship program from our vendors that are there. So check it out on my website, and I hope to see you again soon. Again, have a blessed evening. And remember, I'm going to live life my way. You live life your way, and we all can get along and allow people to be themselves. Check out that song if you don't know it. It's by Elvis Presley. I think everyone knows it, but if you don't, then take a listen to it. Thank you again, and have a great, great weekend, and stay warm.